Great artists or homeless millionaires. We sometimes see on TV images of homeless people on the streets of New York or Paris. They have no home, sleep on the sidewalk in cold weather and receive food from charity organizations. Vietnam is a developing country, and of course this phenomenon also exists. The difference is that some homeless people in Vietnam consider it a profession. They live by this profession and become rich. They have a daily income much higher than that of a normal worker and have assets of up to millions of dollars. Hello dear viewers of Vietnam Facts and Figures channel. Today in the topic, What's on in Vietnam, we would like to introduce to you a new hot topic appearing on national television that we name, Great Artists or Homeless Millionaires. Please follow and leave comments to encourage us in the next video clips. In the last days of January 2024, the temperature in the capital Hanoi dropped to 5 to 8 degrees Celsius. Although there was no snowfall like some European countries, because the weather was dry, the cold feeling was very terrible. And unless it's absolutely necessary, no one goes out in this cold weather. Many people were seen sitting on the central streets of the capital. They wear a lot of warm clothes and cover their faces. What they are doing is waiting for the employees of the charity organizations to come and give them gifts. It is said that this year the number of these people is twice as large as last year, and because they travel on luxury motorbikes, there is no place to hide them. Look at these motorbikes parked on the sidewalk. Those are Honda's Vision or Lead brands and cost from $1,800 to more than $2,000 each. A dream that not every Vietnamese can afford. While waiting, these people began to tell to social workers the stories of their misfortunes. Some had no children to rely on, others had nothing to eat in the cold weather, some were even injured, terminally ill and can't even walk. Then suddenly when an employee of a charity organization coming to deliver gifts, these weak, paralyzed people suddenly rushed forward like athletes. They fought each other and even robbed to win gifts. Some people took up to 3 or 4 gift packages, others carried a whole bag of rice without feeling heavy even though most of them were over 50 years old. These homeless impersonators were taken to the police station where it turned out that they were all familiar faces. Many people have acted as homeless people for years. In fact, they have quite a prosperous life. They don't interest eating the food that charity organizations bring and throw it on the street, even though by Vietnamese standards it's quite delicious. Others throw away old clothes on the sidewalk. They only care about things that can be sold such as rice, MSG, water bottles, etc. Among them are a few people who are owners of houses on main streets in Hanoi, which at current prices are worth at least $1 million. When the shift ended at midnight, they hurriedly carried the booty home. Sometimes they have to carry it many times to transport all the gifts they have received. They sell all the charity gifts they receive at half the market price to their neighbors. In only one night they can earn from $40 to several $100s. If the average income of a Vietnamese worker is only about $260 to $280 a month, they are indeed rich people. When forced going to the police station, these people must sign a commitment not to continue pretending to be homeless. However, just a few days later they appeared again, in the same place, recounting the tragic stories of last year and fighting again to compete for charity gifts. Begging has become a career. This has become natural and unquestionable. These people have working hours, locations, sales arguments, and are dressed up to attract maximum pity from others. The end result is making a lot of money despite all the tricks. Long live capitalism. To get a decision made by a passerby of taking out his wallet and share his hard-earned money, the beggar must grasp the vital principle of the profession. Pity must overcome inherent suspicion. There are single techniques or combinations of techniques to achieve this ultimate goal. The most common way beggars do is to pretend to be disabled and crawl on crowded streets. Passers-by are sometimes stunned when they see these imposters standing up and walking around like healthy people as if nothing happened. Others choose to ignore motorcyclists because they can only give small amounts of money from 10 cents to 20 cents. They choose to ask for money from people traveling by car or truck. The amount of money given is usually from $1 to $2, sometimes up to $4, a large sum of money in Vietnam. Some people don't need to pretend to be disabled, they simply need to wear a sign on their back announcing that their child has cancer, and then when the shift ends, they return home, put the sign away and happily chat over a hot tray of rice. Of course, they don't forget to count the money collected during the day. It was quite a lot and they were very happy. Tomorrow, they set off again.